Top 10 Dragon Ball moments that will make you cry. There's no really rhyme or reason why I clicked this one. I typed in Watch Mojo Dragon Ball, and this was the first one that came up. It's got 106,000 views. It was out in 2022. Let's go ahead and see what we got.
Hey guys, it's Ash here with Watch Mojo, and these are the top 10 Dragon Ball moments that'll make you cry.
Okay. For me, growing up, and truth be told, it'll still probably get to me if I watch it. The Final Atonement, Vegeta's sacrifice. That's always and will forever be number one. I don't think there's anything that can top that. And I know it's on this list, I guess. If it's not, oh boy.
Him.
Yeah, that's when she...
For this list, we're going to be looking at the most emotional scenes from this icon.
Yes. Something that's not on my channel, which is on our collab channel, The Outpost, the original channel, the main channel. And I might download it or see if I can find it. And put it on this channel when the moment I knew Vegeta became my favorite character. This is it.
Action shonen.
I'll link it down below.
To cause some waterworks. Everything from the OG Dragon Ball to Super and all the films, OVAs and specials in between, a fair game. Did you ever cry watching Dragon Ball? Don't be shy and let us know in those comments. And as always, if there's a Dragon Ball list you want to see, go to my Twitter at AshJBo and let me know. Number 10, Farewell Universe 6, Dragon Ball Super.
No, I didn't cry. I mean,
that by the time the dust settled on the Tournament of Power, only one universe could remain.
Chase, don't you watch this yet?
Saying goodbye to Hit, Kaba, and all the others any easier.
We're gonna let Chase watch Dragon Ball Super for you guys on the main channel.
There was a unique camaraderie between the 6th and 7th universes, to the point Vegeta even went as far as saving his unlikely pupil from elimination.
You taught me much, Master. Good luck to you, Vegeta.
If Kaba, wishing his master good luck before
Champa,
vanishing, doesn't
like,
pull at the heartstrings,
the
final confrontation between Beerus and Champa surely will. This duo of destroyer gods are anything but brotherly, and yet, in their final moments, they both convey a sense of quiet respect to each other, before Champa goes out in style as per usual. Number 9, a tearful reunion, Dragon Ball. The spiky Red Saiyan isn't known for his teary outbursts, making the rare moments he does show genuine pathos all the more impactful. Among the action of Baba's tournament comes an unlikely heartwarming moment in which Goku's final opponent is actually his grandpa, who's been resurrected for the day.
Oh, thank goodness. I was so tired of wearing this mask. Did the whiskers give me away?
The young warrior can't help but succumb to his feelings, making for one of the few instances in the whole franchise that Goku cries.
Where have you been? I thought you...
You stepped on him.
It's even sweeter when we learn that Gohan insisted on fighting his grandson in disguise to see how far he'd come on his own, proving that, even in death, he's everything Goku made him out to be and more.
I'm afraid not. The rules of inner world travel are very specific. I've only got a one-day pass.
Number 8, Android 16's death.
Dragon
Ball Z. In a grim saga of destruction and mayhem at the hands of androids, this cybernetic ginger stood out due to his genuine love for the world around him. A love so strong that he was willing to
also on the main channel, Dragon Ball Z Abridged. We're at 60 Part 2 right now, where this happened. It was a Part 1 that happened. I'll link it below.
When that fails, he spends his final moments delivering one of anime's greatest monologues.
You are gentle. You do not like to hurt. I know because I too have learned these feelings. But it is because you cherish life that you must protect it.
Cell crushes him regardless, and since 16 is completely robotic, he can't be revived with the Dragon Balls.
And beat your father to death with yet another fighter you could have saved.
It's as fitting as it is tragic to see him sacrifice his one life for the sake of the Earth he grew to love. But his somber words to Gohan forever changed the course of the series. Number 7, Goku's Return, Dragon Ball Z. It's hard to imagine Dragon Ball without him, but after the defeat of Cell, Goku was left wandering the afterlife for 7 years.
Yeah.
The Z Warriors just didn't feel the same without
only
him,
felt like 10
which made his
episodes,
return
though.
at the hands of Baba's magic all the more welcome.
Hey! I'm back! Dad, it's you!
It's a grand,
Yo,
long-awaited
dickhead,
reunion
welcome back.
featuring friends, family, and former foes that lends the scene a weighty, emotional
Jesus
gravitas.
there, yeah.
Guys, are you just gonna stand there and stare at me all day?
The sentimental crux of the sequence, however, is when Goku gets to meet his youngest son, Goten, for the very first time. It's a tender, sensitive reminder of just how much Goku means, not just to the characters, but the series' identity.
Daddy!
Hey! Whoa, little guy, you're a strong one, aren't you?
Number 6, ending of GT, Dragon Ball GT.
No.
Before the franchise's recent resurgence, this episode marked the end of Dragon Ball as we knew it. But it's hard to think of a more fitting end to Goku's journey. GT may be questionably canon nowadays, but most fans can agree its ending is arguably better than the manga's, thanks to the final arc that feels like a love letter to everything that came before and an epilogue that hits all the right notes. With the main theme rocking in the background, Goku and Vegeta's descendants carrying on the legendary rivalry, and a montage summarizing the massive journey we've been on, you'd have to be an android to keep a dry eye.
Not quite.
Our story starts like any normal one would. With a young girl shooting a pretty boy in the face.
Number 5, Vegeta's Dying Wish, Dragon Ball Z.
Yep.
As half of one of the most influential anime rivalries of all time, the prideful Saiyan's drive to be stronger than Goku is as classic Dragon Ball as the glowing hair. But when the fight with Frieza leaves him beaten, humiliated,
And broken.
and on the brink of death, he delivers a sobering admittance in his final breath.
There you go.
Vegeta has never been this honest with his feelings, which leads to a powerful speech bound to leave you as choked up as he is.
He took me from my father when I was just a little boy.
It's not redemption, and
Goku's
it doesn't
face,
make amends either,
Oh,
but
man.
it serves as a poignant representation of Vegeta's journey. If this had been the end of his character, we would have been too busy crying to complain.
Whatever it takes, stop him. Please.
Number 4, a tragic announcement.
The announcement,
Dragon Ball
yeah.
Z. The Z Warriors have faced death before, but the grief has never hit quite this hard. The presumed deaths of the beloved characters Gohan and Vegeta are tough to endure, but it's even worse watching Goku deliver the news to the others.
But Gohan and Vegeta are dead.
Gohan's mother faints, and the newly widowed
Oh,
Bulma lets loose a haunting scream.
No, Gigi!
Vegeta.
It's especially tough on Goten and Trunks, who must pick
Oh, they had to
themselves
grow
up
up quick.
and take on the mantle of Earth's guardians before Boo claims anyone else.
No way! No!
Stop it.
My brother's not dead!
There's little time for our 4 characters to mourn, so while it's almost hard to watch their impassioned anguish, it's equally as affecting seeing them push through for the greater good. Number 3, Vegeta's Atonement,
3?
Dragon Ball Z. The Saiyan Prince's contributions to the franchise can't be understated, but this moment might be his absolute greatest. As a character who constantly teetered the edge of villainy even after joining the Z Fighters, this breathtaking scene sees Vegeta finally realize he cares for his family more than his pride.
Trunks, Bulma might do this for you. And yes, Even for you, Kakarot.
It's a brilliant culmination of his story arc that has him truly wish for redemption, emphasized when he hugs his son for the first and presumably last time.
Dad, what's wrong? Oh, this is embarrassing. Dad, come on.
out.
Cut it out.
There is nothing more rewarding than seeing him atone for his crimes by protecting the world he grew to love, making for an unforgettable sacrifice.
I just got chills. Ah.
Number 2, Piccolo's sacrifice.
Oh, come
Dragon
on.
Ball Z. From vengeful villain to begrudging ally.
I know
to
why it
reluctant
didn't have an
uncle,
impact on me,
this
'cause
stoic
I didn't watch
Namekian's
Dragon Ball,
journey
so I
in
didn't-
The first saga of Z culminates in a scene that almost needs no introduction.
What's number 1? Frieza's death? Look, I started watching Dragon Ball Z
With downright stunning
like 7th to 8th
presentation
grade
and
after school. I was just flipping through the
there's
channels,
immense
and I
weight given to
wound
this
up on
decision, especially since it effectively nullifies the Dragon Balls. As a poetic
I wound up on Toonami, and they had, was it like Reboot, Johnny Quest, the new Johnny Quest Adventures, and several other shows. And I was just cycling through, and I happened to land on this half-dressed guy in orange and blue shoes with golden hair fighting this white and purple dude. And they were just everywhere, just flying around, shooting lasers at each other. And I'm like, this is cool. And it got to where the planet blew up, and then it reset to right after the Saiyan arc, and it was playing through again. So I learned backwards who the characters were. So when it got to the Super Saiyan transformation, I didn't know that Goku and the gold hair guy were the same dude. It never dawned on me. And that's where I learned Krillin, Bulma, Gohan, and then they would have flashbacks. So eventually I did go back and watch the Saiyan arc. Because Toonami would do these special things where they would watch it. And for, seems like weeks on end and months, they would just play the same thing over and over and over again. And I thought it ended with the planet blowing up. When Namek and Goku was dead, and, you know, everybody had their wishes when they got back, and it was time, and everybody just lived their life. I didn't know anything better until I got, they announced the Garlic either they announced it or me and my dad saw the Garlic Jr. VHS tape in the stores. And I didn't, or did I have the magazine? Either way, the Garlic Jr. thing came out, and the very first promo was that the Trunks promo. And I'm like, there's another Super Saiyan? Who's this Trunks dude? So that's when I knew that the story continued, and I didn't know where from there. And then, of course, I would watch all the way up through. That's when they were still releasing them on VHS tape. And religiously, as they came out, I bought them. My main goal, which I didn't quite see through to, they had the edited episode VHS tapes and then the unedited. And on the spine, well, the spine of the VHS cover, if it was like the Frieza arc, they would all make a full picture with all like the 10 or 12 VHS tapes. And I wanted to get them all because, you know, they all had like a picture. I thought it would look cool as like a little mural. Memories. Oh.
To Piccolo making the ultimate sacrifice to save the son of his former arch nemesis, but by the time the tears begin to roll, it all feels incredibly earned.
It's okay, kid. No sweat.
After all that time together, the final words to each other can only be described as characteristic of father and son, symbolically marking the end to a magnificent character arc.
You're the only real friend that I've ever had. I want to thank you.
Before we continue, be sure to
Shout,
subscribe
Park.
to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your
If you're
settings
on your
and
phone.
switch on notifications. Number 1, Future Gohan's death. Dragon Ball Z
Did
History
nothing
of
for me.
Trunks. From its bleak tone, subdued color palettes, and gruff artwork, this television special is unlike anything the franchise has ever seen. There's no Dragon Balls here, no backup on the way, and nowhere left for Trunks to turn when he discovers his battle-scarred mentor, Gohan, has perished to the androids too. Backed by some of the greatest music and direction in the series, Trunks' emotional hysterics are absolutely gut-wrenching and a sobering reminder of everything this tortured hero has endured.
Why do you have to leave me? It's not fair.
It's an emotionally charged finale that's bound to stay with you long after the credits roll, and a must-watch for Dragon Ball fans.
The best part about the movies, some of the movies, were like Lord Slug had like an awesome soundtrack, the American version. Like Disturbed was in there, and Disturbed is coming out with a new album, 2022. Heard on LA in the Morning yesterday. Well, the new single,
Do
Hey
you
You.
agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Watch Mojo.
Yeah. Okay, I don't agree with. I don't agree with. Well, in my mind, Final Atonement should be number 1. Number 2 should be the announcement, and then they can fall in order from there on out. But that's just my opinion.